Ready for the top of the fourth inning. And the first pitch down low to Drew Kavanaugh. Ball one. Second pitch up high. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Looks like we've got a new pitcher in the game.
This is Nick Powers, I believe.
That is Nick Powers, wearing number 15, just added to the league today.
Nick Powers, the incoming freshman from Flushing to Michigan State University.
He was introduced as Jordan Patty, gave a little smile. And that's what you get for coming into the league a little late.
We'll figure out who you are.
He draws or throws a walk to begin this fourth inning. I apologize, the audio working for you, but the video having some technical difficulties. But happy you're following along as Hunter Lay steps into the box, and the first pitch inside and down low, and Garrett Lanker scampers over up the third base side to try and pick up the ball, but Kavanaugh's already at second base.
That's a wild pitch.
Came inside and low from Nick Powers, who's now thrown 5 straight balls to begin his outing. The lefty with the ball behind his back leg comes set from the belt, peeks at Kavanaugh on the pitch. That grabs the outside corner, 1-1. Lay tonight with a base hit in the second. The Locos in front 3-0. The Lugnuts looking to try and get back into this game in the top of the fourth. Powers set, the lefty again peeks at second, kicks and fires. And it's out of play down the first base side, 1-2. 9 batters coming to the plate in that third inning for the Locos. The big swing was the dribbler back up the middle from Preston that scored both Compton and Purdy. Then Runnock behind him, walked with the bases loaded. That's how the Locos got those 3 runs. Powers works from the stretch as he stares in at Lanker. Comes set, belt high, and throws. Breaking ball gets way up and out against Lanker, and the ball rolls all the way around the backstop up towards the third baseline. Kavanaugh, no issue getting to third. Another wild pitch.
Adam, if that's a faster runner than Kavanaugh and a more ambitious, aggressive sort of runner, I think he might have tried to score all the way from second base. Tough ricochet for the catcher, Lanker. Ball is bouncing out near the dugout on the third base side. And Powers late in covering home plate. I wonder.
2-2. Down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. And that's shot towards the Lugnuts dugout.
Found an article all about Nick Powers when he committed to Michigan State. Chose Michigan State over Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, and Ball State.
On the ground to second. This will score a run. Shire gets the out. Compton adjusts, falling over to make the catch. 1 away. Lugnuts are on the board. Well, it's not pretty, Jesse, but you'll take that if you're the Lugnuts. Find a way to score a run. Kavanaugh with the walk and a couple of wild pitches. Van Acker hacks at the first pitch. Compton in foul territory, and he comes back in from the fence and makes the catch. 2 outs. Looked like he was going to run out of room over there on the right side. So Van Acker down after his double in the second. Joey Paywan climbs in.
I think it's all part of Powers getting used to using the yellow baseball. Pitching here in the Lemonade League, the walk, the wild pitch, the wild pitch.
Hits the zone on the outside part. Strike 1 from Nick Powers.
That ground out by Hunter-Ley, it did bring in the run, but it erased the bases. And you can see now, he's attacking. Got Van Acker quickly, and just like that, out in front of Pei-Wan.
0-2 pitch coming. On the ground, bounced back off the glove of Shire, and Pei-Wan reaches. Shire trying to backhand that as it was hit sharply. Guessing that'll be a base hit. See if we get any signal from our bench coach. Official scores down there. Let's go base hit.
All right.
A tough play for Shire. Now Logan Welch fouls one off. By the way, nice outing tonight for Ryan Abanth, starter for the Locos. 3 innings, 3 hits allowed, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Very well done for the lefty. After all, it is left-handed day, right?
It is International Left-Handers Day. That's exactly right.
So the lefty had to throw well.
Now here's the lefty Powers trying to follow suit.
He comes home. Welch puts it out of play, 1-2.
I have a cousin who is a proud left-hander, and I remember, he's older than me. I remember that he has a book all about the greatest left-handed facts. He had a book all about the best left-handed athletes and the most famous left-handed people. And I would just read all of these and say, boy, I need to teach myself how to write lefty to be cool like him.
1-2 is chopped out of play.
I tried hitting lefty. I could hit it with a little bit of power, but I didn't have the kind of plate discipline that I had from the right side.
Well, here's the thing. There's advantages and disadvantages to being a lefty. If you are playing baseball and pitching, you want to be a lefty because there's not a ton of those. If you're writing, you don't want to be a lefty, Jesse. You're smearing your writing.
Unless you're writing in Hebrew.
That's true.
Right to left.
Good breaking ball, and Logan Welch over the top of that. First strikeout for Powers. Does give up the run. Lugnuts trailing by a couple as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
I want a chance to be featured on a Lemonade League broadcast and to win an all-inclusive Lugnut Suite experience from Farm Bureau? Submit a video of you, your family, your friends, shoot even your dog or cat, singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Hey, this is Jesse Goldberg Strassler. During Lugnut season, I sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game every 7th inning stretch. Well, now it's your turn. Enter at www.milb.com/Lansing/fans/contests for summer's 7th inning stretch presented by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Lugnuts get on the board as we come back to the bottom of the 4th. New pitcher on the hill for the Lugnuts, taking over for Dustin Renfro. Garrett Larner, 5'10", 180-pound right-hander out of Cleary. And DeWitt Panther. Try and shut this Locos offense down. That went off for 3 runs. 9 batters coming to the plate in that 3rd. And a couple of hits, 4 walks. Knocked Dustin Renfro out of the game.
Very difficult to hit Larner. 9 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings, only 4 hits, league batting 167 against him. The problem has been, Adam, the walks. 11 walks in 6 2/3 innings. So can he command? If he can, it's going to be tough for the Locos.
There's nothing like a Garrett Larner versus Garrett Lanker matchup,
We get him every time.
and we get it right off the bat to start Garrett Larner, pitcher on the hill, his outing. We'll see if he can have the command tonight. Larner with those black stirrups. Great look on the hill. Pitch 2. Swing and a miss from Lanker. He struck out looking in his first at bat against Renfroe. On the ground, sneaks through between Welch and Connolly, and Lanker's aboard with his second hit of the league. Hasn't had a ton of opportunities, just 20 plate appearances, but he gets that second one to get through, and he's aboard. Meantime, Dustin Renfroe was working well until that third inning. He finishes 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned with 4 walks and a strikeout. Compton takes one upstairs. He walked and came around to score that first run for the Locos in that last half inning, as they look for their 4th straight victory, just like the 4 on the back of Compton's uniform. Strike 1. It's a 9-8 come from behind win yesterday for the Locos. On Sunday, they won back-to-back 2-1 games in the doubleheader. Strike 2. Before that, it had been all Lugnuts. Remember, they had had back-to-back-to-back-to-back games with 11 runs. And even last night, thought they were going to be good enough with the 7 runs going into the 7th, but it wasn't. The Locos have hit their stride, and as we push towards the final couple of weeks in the Lemonade League, really have turned it on. 2-2. And on the hands. And again, Jess, you got to give credit to the two sides that drafted these two teams. That's Pete Romzak, Cullen Turner, each coach for the Lugnuts and the Locos. Thought maybe the Lugnuts had an advantage, but not so fast. 12 games in, each team 6-6. Right on track throughout the first 12 games.
Pete Romzak with the Locos has been fired up on Twitter, rallying his guys.
This is whacked out to left. Compton's got a base hit, and they'll keep it just one base as Lanker stops at second, but 2 base hits to that left side to start off this 4th inning.
Well, Garrett Larner has been coming at these guys with a low 90s fastball. Tried to sneak a front door breaking ball past Compton. Compton was ready for it.
And now the trouble begins for Garrett Larner. The 8 and 9 hitters get base hits off him. Now 1, 2, and 3. Purdy, Shire, and Preston just got to run back to the Lugnuts. Locos trying to come right back with an answer. Purdy tonight with a couple of walks, 5 pitch at bats. But he's capable of hitting as well. 14 hits, 2nd best in the league, behind only Darren Davis, the other typical leadoff man for the Lugnuts. He's had the last couple of nights off. Swing and a miss. Good change, and Larner fools Purdy.
Started him off with the fastball, and then came right at him with the off speed. Sets up a whole wealth of options here for Larner.
It is tough to get Purdy out, but Larner in a great spot. And he gets him again with the change.
I mean, how about doubling up with that pitch?
Very well done against Purdy. Don't see many 3-pitch at bats where he swings and misses twice and strikes out. Just his 5th strikeout. And Adam Purdy becomes the first out of the 4th.
See, but it all starts with establishing the fastball in the zone. He just missed with that fastball away.
Fastball hitting around 92.
Not too many guys throwing the 90s in the Lemonade League.
Two balls, no strikes. His changeup's been sitting at 82, and you're right. You can definitely tell there's that extra zip from Larner getting up into the 90s. Brandon Shire fouls this down the left field line. 0 for 2 tonight, reached on a fielder's choice in the first and then grounded out to Andrew Morrow at first in the 3rd.
Now, there's not too much speed on the bases for the Locos. Compton runs better at first than Lanker at second.
Larner deals. 2-2.
That fastball just jumped at Shire and he wasn't ready for it. I'd get him with the changeup here. Go right back to that same pitch that he threw Adam Purdy for strike 2 and strike 3.
Doing a nice job of mixing those pitches. We'll see if he does go to the changeup. He does and gets another strikeout. 2 down.
The big thing there is coming back after he was down to the count 2-0.
Now can he get Cade Preston?
Now, you don't want to fall behind Preston and have him be able to sit on your fastball. So how Larner starts off this at-bat is going to be significant.
First pitch swinging for Preston, deep to center. Badalamenti is there, and that's it in the 4th. After a couple of base hits, 1, 2, 3 goes the top of the order. We'll head to the 5th, 3-1 Locos from Cooley Law School Stadium.
I don't break bats. I wear them out.
Some say Josh Gibson hit over 960 home runs in his 17-year career. He was the indisputable home run king of the Negro Leagues. His fame as a slugger rivaled Satchel Paige's renown as a pitcher. Gibson would stand in the batter's box and confidently stare down the man on the mound. Then, in his semi-crouched, flat-footed stance, he'd slam the ball without taking a stride. The regular result was a long home run. But Gibson's talents weren't limited to the batter's box. On those occasions he didn't hit the ball out of the park, he was quick around the bases. And he was
leadoff spot. Just his 6th game in the league.
Going to get tougher for Lanker if Badalamenti reaches.
Whacked out to center, up in the air. Purdy coming over to his right in front of Hattlesea. 1 down.
I think a difficulty for Badalamenti with all of his great speed, as we have seen him uppercut the ball a lot. We've seen him hit the ball in the air a lot. Not on the line, not on the ground. And so because of that, he has not reached base as often as his teammates.
Well, one of his teammates that has reached base a ton into the box, Colin Cornwell. Another base hit tonight. 14 hits. Came into the night with a .481 average.
Nick Powers looks to me like he's in rhythm right now.
Just off the outer edge.
Gets that good back lean and then rips it in. 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, curve and a change.
That one nips